Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Calvin Tobin Show. I am your host, Calvin Tobin. Today we have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. Oh, right. In the hockey world, there was a record that was thought to be never to be broken, and that record was held by the legendary Detroit Red Wing, Gordie Howe, when he got 801 goals. But keep in mind, to get those 801 goals, he did play 32 years. So, with what Gordie Howe did, it was thought to be untouched. Then came along the great one in Wayne Gretzky, and he played 20 years, and he absolutely demolished the goal record himself by getting 894 goals, averaging 44.7 goals per year. Now, with what Wayne Gretzky did in getting 2,800 plus points, getting 894 goals, he is easily the undisputed GOAT and greatest goal scorer in hockey history. And what Gretzky did on how he was able to score, there is absolutely no way anyone is going to break 894 goals in their career, no matter how good of a player they are. Now, hold up a second. 24 years later, we got the great eight, Alex Ovechkin, in year 18, who has completely caught us by surprise, because now he is the third player in NHL history to reach the 800 goal mark. And how he got to this 800 goals? Well, right now he is in his 18th year, and he is averaging 44 and a half goals right now, having 22 goals in 36 games this year thus far. He is averaging 44 and a half goals per year, every year throughout his career. And now he is the third player to ever score 800 goals in a career. And every 100 goals that he reaches, he is averaging 164 games to get to the next 100th goal. From 100 to 200, all the way up to 800. And now he is at 802 and is now in second place on the all-time goal scoring list, and has just surpassed the legendary great Detroit Red Wing, Gordie Howe, who had 801. Now, how Alex Ovechkin got to this point, at least to the 802 part, is over the last 6 games. It took him 6 games to reach this point, because he had 797, and about a week ago, he ended up getting a hat trick against the Chicago Blackhawks, which got him to 800, and then last Friday against the Winnipeg Jets, he got 2 more goals, which ended up getting him to 802 goals. Now, with what Alex Ovechkin has done over his entire career, now there is a huge question that needs to be asked for the great A, Alex Ovechkin. Is 1,000 goals possible for the great eight? I think it is, if he averages the same number of goals he has been doing throughout his entire career and plays 4 or 5 more years after this year. Because if he can do that, he has the ability to hit 1,000 goals. And what's crazy is, with him being in year 18, he's shown no sign of slowing down. And normally, it doesn't matter how great of a player you are. You could be Mario Lemieux. You could be Jaromir Jagr. You could be Wayne Gretzky. You could be any great, phenomenal player that has been throughout any sport, actually. In year 18, that is around the time where people are ending their careers or they're slowing down and they are not the same player of who they used to be. Alex Ovechkin isn't showing any sign of slowing down, and that's what the scary part is. And now it's only a matter of time before he breaks Wayne Gretzky's record. And as the Great Eight's career is heading towards the end, Jason Tatum's career is just getting started. And Jason Tatum has been on an MVP run this year because he is at an all-time high with his performance. He is averaging 30.9 points per game and is up for the MVP race against Giannis and Jokic. And what Jason Tatum has done with this sidekick Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics, what they have done this year is they have been the undisputed most dominant team. And with how great the Boston Celtics have been since Jason Tatum's rookie year, Jason Tatum has brought the Boston Celtics to 4 Eastern Conference Finals and 1 NBA Final in his 6-year career. The Boston Celtics are very close to becoming a dynasty again, and this year could be the very start if they win the NBA Finals, which at this point it looks very likely because they have a record of 24-10 thanks to Jason Tatum helping the Celtics get to the top of the NBA world and the top of the Eastern Conference. Jason Tatum has been a true beast. But here's the thing. December has not been it for the Celtics at all because right now they are 6-6, and over the last 8 games, over the last 2 weeks, they are 3-5. But here's the thing. Jason Tatum, even though for how great he has been, it's hard, like he can't seem to keep them up at that dominant pace that we were originally seeing in the previous month in November and October. Just a little bit of a slow pace that the Celtics are going through, a little bit of a slump. But here's the thing. It's only a matter of time before they start getting back to winning. And right now they have won back-to-back games. Now, Jason Tatum, with what he's done, over the last 5 games, he is averaging 37 points per game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.6 steals per game in those 5 games. And in 3 of those games, going all the way back to that 5th game, the first of the 5 games, he is getting 40-plus points every other game. He dropped 41 against the Pacers and the Bucks, and he dropped 44 against the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, last night we had an MVP showdown between Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jason Tatum, and these guys did not disappoint. And this game was going back and forth for a while. It was neck and neck, and for a good bit, all the way up until middle of that 3rd quarter. But as soon as that 3rd quarter hit, that's when the Celtics really started to pull away, and they ended up destroying the Bucks 139-118. And with Giannis and Tatum not disappointing, Tatum dropped 41-7-5, while Giannis dropped 27-9-3. So MVP race, MVP battle, top notch right there, except for the score. Now, with what the Celtics are doing and have done over the last 6 years since Jason Tatum has joined them, they are on their way, like I said, on their way to being a dynasty, and this is only the beginning. Now, another great career that is towards the end or is at the very end of his career is Tom Brady's career. Tom Brady's ability to throw the football is over, and the way he is able to win games is completely over. Yes, I get he is 45 years old. Yes, I get he is having off the field issues with Giselle in his family, but what he has done this year, and I get that it may have an asterisk on him a little bit, and it may affect his game playing, but the way that Brady's playing, I don't think it has the effect that we're all trying to perceive it is, because Brady is like not the same player that we've seen. Yes, I get there's also been multiple injuries throughout the year too, but there has been multiple games where Brady has his entire receiving core, and if he is able to keep up his ability to throw the ball and be able to win, there should be no issue when you have Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, and multiple other receivers like Fournette even too, to be able to put up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. But it's the complete opposite, because they're putting up field goal after field goal after field goal. And that's not going to win games. Yes, defense does win championships, and even if you're not throwing interception after interception all game long like Jameis Winston does, a bunch of 3-and-outs and short drives will kill that defense as well, and they won't be able to perform like they normally can if it was good drives, a drive in and drive out. And what the Bucs have done this year, and the last night was the latest example, is proving more and more that they are not deserving to be in the playoffs. Yes, they will squeak in because of how bad the NFC South has been this year, and they squeaked by with another win last night, beating the Arizona Cardinals 19-16, and there was only one touchdown scored in that game, and it came with a little bit of luck, because the way that this entire game played out, it did not seem like the Bucs were going to win this game, and yet they got this game to go into overtime to win it by a field goal, 19-16. But Tom Brady, it's over for him. He needs, yes. Also, playoff Brady is different. I totally get that. He's a different kind of species when he is in the playoffs. But that dude is over with as well, because this Tampa Bay Bucs team, if it was another superstar quarterback throwing for the Bucs, this team would look a lot stronger. Maybe not Russell Wilson though, but this team would look a lot stronger going into the playoffs and definitely get past the first round. But Brady, the way his ability to play and the way he has been able to sling the ball over the course of his career compared to this year, it is completely over. Yes, I get that Brady loves football more than anything else and more than his family, and it doesn't matter how great of a player you are, no matter what sport it is. When you are playing at a historically bad level compared to what you have done throughout the entirety of your career, you just have to know when to hang it up. All right, that's the end of the Calvin Tobin Show. Please subscribe to my channel at Calvin Tobin Show so you don't miss out on any sports media. And please follow me on Instagram at Calvin Tobin Show so you don't miss out on any sports news whatsoever. And